about to fish.
Sorry.
That's like,
I've never been here before.
we're gonna get McDonald's first. This is a good way to start off our fishing day out here in Missouri. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another fishing episode. Here we are at a very, very unique lake. We're actually right now, like, what do you say, 5 minutes away from downtown?
I don't know, but you know what I've noticed is there's just like one of the other videos that we were watching. They're gonna look at this video and they're gonna see that I started the last one off eating, and now I'm starting this one off eating.
We are literally 5 minutes away from downtown. It is right around that highway. And we are about to go fish for what some people call mountain trout. You know, they're found mainly in the mountains in the Pacific Northwest and all that stuff. Here they're in the middle of a city in a really, really dirty pond. So we're gonna get our rods, we're gonna finish our breakfast, and we're gonna get to fishing. All right, you guys, so it is like, I think it feels like 15 degrees out here right now. The water is frozen. We got our trout rigs out here. I think somebody just caught a trout out there. But check this out, guys. We are at Chamari Park right now, and we are doing some urban trout fishing. Something I never thought I'd say, but we're out here. Kansas City is 5 minutes away, and we are gonna try and catch a rainbow trout.
Or a disease.
We're going over there. Or a disease. We're gonna go around. Baby, get back on the trail. Oh. So we got our rods, we got trout dough bait, and we got an inline spinner, and we are gonna go fish for some trout. We're being followed by a random dog right now. Here we are though. This is the spot. I'm gonna throw out some dough bait on a little split shot hook, 6-pound line on a medium light rod. This is one of those trout combos that you can buy at Walmart. So it's a really cheap one. I think it's $20. It was $20 back then, but I don't know how much it is now. All right, let's get you a Y stick so we can just set up your rod on there. You want to fish over there?
Okay.
It's a muskrat thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it like right
All right, we're gonna dig this here. You put this on the ground,
there. Okay.
and you lean it down like that. Just like that. Grab a random stick, and now you'll see when your rod goes down, it won't drag it in there.
Guys, if we catch a trout today, this will be the first time I've ever tried trout. Oh, look.
Sure, we'll take it. Actually, that was easier said than done. Yeah, we're gonna do a catch and cook. Oh, he's still alive.
Oh yeah, I just caught him.
All right, appreciate
I got
it.
another one in the basket that's bigger.
Oh, this is fine though for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we gotta dispose of this guy. Oh, I'm glad I'm wearing these gloves because these guys are slippery as heck, even with these gloves on. I'm just gonna whack him in the head now. This might be a little too excessive, guys.
Oh my gosh, that's gigantic.
Oh yeah, you got one.
Did I get it?
Hold on. Yep, reel it in. Reel it in. No? Ah. He did. No. The dough bait is working, guys. We're using, I'll show you what kind of dough bait we use. This is my preferred dough bait right here, guys. This is the one I use every single year, and it always works. So you do a tiny bit like that, kind of hide the hook, kind of hide the line, and then you just do something like that and it'll float. I've tried out just about every single dough bait here in Kansas City and like the outskirts of it, and this one seems to be the one that works the best for me. I don't know, maybe other people have better luck, but this is the one I like. Okay, now we're gonna get him on a trout line, and a trick I learned from a Native American out here in Kansas actually is to cut the gills and bleed them out and toss them back in the water. Something about purging the blood out of the meat. I don't know how true that is. I think it makes it taste just a little bit better. Something like this. And I think we have a max limit of 4 or 5. We'll probably just do 4 if I'm being honest. And you kind of just toss buddy out there. There you go, you got one.
I got it.
You got one.
I got it.
Good job. Look at that, first trout. Officially hooked trout out here in Kansas City.
Ready?
Look at that, guys.
Ready?
Yeah. Flip him up here. Woo, he's got some pale colors.
He ate that.
I'm sorry, guy, we're gonna have to eat ya.
He's big.
He is. These are some decent trout.
I thought you could get them. I thought that they were bigger. That one seems bigger.
No, baby, trout are small. This is a decent sized trout right here.
Okay, well, now we need to fish my mom. Or fish.
Fish your mom?
Please, I hope you really don't put that in there.
By the way, guys, did I mention that we're doing a catch and cook? Yeah, we're gonna be doing a catch and cook. Have not caught anything yet, and the gentleman over there just caught something. So See if we can catch one on an inline spinner. I got a fish on. Trout. 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 Right there. Trout on the dough. Yeah. Trout number 3. This is a big one. Look at that. Oh yeah, he's a chunky one. Look at that.
See, I told you that one was small.
That is a chunky one. All right, guys, trout number 3. So I'm almost getting close to my limit. I think we're only gonna keep 4. All right, you guys, 3 trout so far. Got one already. I saw my line go damp. Got another one. This is another big one here. Might be bigger than the last. Oh no, it's a little tiny one, I think. Oh no, another big one. Look at that. These trout are getting a little big here. That guy refuses to die. One of our trout is still kicking. What the heck? Time to get this guy untangled, and I'm gonna take this one home. This is trout number 2 for me. Guys, we are fishing right next to a highway for trout. Obviously they're stocked, which is a little different, but still pretty unique out here in Kansas City. That's a bald eagle. Oh my God. Oh, it got a trout. That is a bald eagle right there, guys. We don't get a lot of those here in Kansas City.
That's the funny part about it is I've seen them all over the city at times.
Here, I'm gonna film you. You better catch one. Got one. You got one. Got him? Big one?
Yeah. I mean, I think big. Do I bring it up or keep it running?
No, bring it up.
Come on, little bug.
There we go, guys. Last and final trout. Why do you keep getting the pale ones? This is the last one, guys. We're gonna euthanize them, and then we're gonna take them home. And looks like we're done for the day. We got our limit of 5 or 4. Either way, Maddie's gonna take one, and I'm gonna take 4. Actually, we're under the limit right now, technically, for you.
I was gonna say I wanted to be very transparent to your viewers. I'll see you guys in about 30 seconds, but for us, it's gonna be about 2 hours. So I want you guys to sit in your bedrooms and stare at a wall for 2 hours and then unpause the video.
So pause the video first.
Yeah, pause the video, walk away and do something for 2 hours and then come back. That's how long it took us to get to our house.
Maybe 1 second.
We need to name him. Mario. There we go. Look over here, baby. ID required. I don't have my ID with me.
Wait, what? We need an ID for a knife? We have to stop by Walmart to get our fillet knife because we don't have one at all. Can you believe
And
that?
neither of us have our wallets on us.
I was about to say. Yep, we got it. All right, guys. So here we have our trout. We got a lot inside this cooler. We got 8 trout in there. That's a lot of trout. It's more than I thought we were gonna catch. And honestly, I thought we were gonna catch 2 and be done with it, but apparently not. Now we got 8 trout to gut and prepare to be cooked. We're gonna try and experiment today. I'm sure we'll end up filleting a couple of them, but for now, we're just gonna kind of get them prepped. All right, you guys, first step is to clean your trout. So we're kind of just gonna pour some water on him here. Get some of that mud off. These were not the healthiest of trout, or they really were. Very competitive. I don't know. They have a lot of weird markings. All right, guys. First one we're gonna start off with is the most normal looking out of all those trout, which is the rainbow trout. This is 100% a rainbow trout, as you guys can see. So let's get started. We have a fillet knife right here. So first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna start right here in the butthole, in the rectum, whatever you guys want to call it. We're gonna just work our way on up, like so. And we're gonna stop. This is the worst cut I've ever made. Right before we reach there, then we're gonna cut right here, right behind the gills. And we'll cut until we feel Let's cut through the bone right there. And then we're actually going to stick our thumb right in there. Other thumb right in there. I'm gonna press up right against it. And then we're just gonna kind of tear all that off and then pull. Well, that wasn't the cleanest out of all of them, but gotta do it quicker. Get all the intestines out. Fun fact, guys, we're actually gonna use that for catfishing later this summer. And then you're gonna look over here. Still got a little bit of things. It's actually the kidney, all that right there. So we're gonna cut all that off. Just kind of slice it right down the middle. Something like that. That should all kind of just, I'm gonna slice it a little bit more. This is my first time doing this on camera, by the way, guys. I've done this before a long time ago. You're gonna just kind of use that like that, and that should all come off. Just like that. It's as good as it's gonna get for me. There's our first trout done. We're actually gonna wash this a little bit just because it was a really botched one. All right, guys, there you go. First trout ready to be served. Second trout. All right, this is gonna be one of those brown trout, rainbow trout hybrids. Start right at the rectum. That is a lot of semen. As you guys can tell, these fish were in the middle of spawning. And we're gonna go right behind the head over here. That's what we cut through. Right there. Press up against that. Just tear it all off. Yeah, this is a different trout. Right there. Look at that. That was a smoother one. These were hybrids of some sort. Easier one to cut. Rainbow trout, brown trout hybrid, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's our second one. All done. Well, we got more fish than just these, so we're gonna leave it at that for now, and I'll catch you guys inside the kitchen. Guys, before I head to the kitchen, I just wanted to show you something. I was actually cooking the next one. It was full of eggs. It's kind of sad because these fish actually can reproduce, and this one would have made a lot of trout for the hatchery, but unfortunately, you know, it's dead now. So all right, guys, so first step, preheat the oven to 400, and we already have it preheated. So now we got all of our rainbow trout over here. I packed them all as much as I could. The big ones are here, the little ones, and one big one is there, but we got a lot of meat here. We're gonna try one out later down the line. We're probably gonna fillet a couple of those, and then we're actually gonna cook them up a little bit differently. We're gonna try out different recipes as we go, but for now, this catch and cook, we're gonna grab one trout. She is going to try it for the first time.
And so is she. Anna, you look like a rug.
She has a rug, actually, guys. Fun fact.
Yeah.
So this little fluff ball here is actually going to go on a big adventure with us in the summer. Stay tuned for that video, guys. She won't be a part of all of them, but she'll try.
She'll be part of most of them. Not all of them, but most of them.
We'll see about that. So the recipe we're going to try here is just going to be a simple trout recipe that you would probably use up in the mountains if you were to fish them off of an alpine lake or something.
And that's what we're going for.
That's what we're going for. As you guys can see, we're going somewhere pretty cool this summer. Anyways, we're going to pull one of them out. By the way, some of them are like rainbow trout, brown trout hybrids. They have a little bit of different structure to their bodies. And the other ones are mainly rainbow trout. So we're going to cook up a rainbow trout for this one. All right, guys, so we're just kind of washing it off. This is the first one I did, so that's part of the kidney still left in there. We're going to cut the tail off because Maddie wants me to cut it off. So
You can leave it on.
you don't really need the tail at all. We'll leave it on. All right, guys, got the trout on there. Next step, let's grab a little brick of butter. 2 tablespoons right here.
Well, it's 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon. So I'm gonna set those off there for this to the side for now. First step actually is we're gonna grab some salt. You guys can use Himalayan. We're just gonna use regular sea salt. We're just kind of need to open up this trout a little bit more. We didn't do a very good job about this. Kind of need to cut it through there just a little bit. Just sprinkle that in there. Some of that in there. Right on top. Flip it around. Right on top as well. You can add black peppers to this, but Maddie doesn't like black peppers. So this is gonna be a new thing we're gonna do. We're gonna use some minced garlic. So we're just gonna add garlic because we're a garlic family. Spread some of that garlic around, right around there. Not too much.
There's no such thing as too much garlic.
So just this little bit. Actually, we're gonna grab some of that. We're gonna put some more over here. And then we have lemon juice, but you would normally put like lemons in here and it'd be a really nice recipe with lemons, but we're just gonna use some lemon juice. Just like that. Anyways, last but not least, butter. It's called the garlic butter trout recipe. That's what I'm calling it right now. And then you can add other fancy stuff, but this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna move this out of the way and we're gonna get in our oven here. We're actually gonna wrap it around in tin foil. All right, you guys, so here it is. This is our trout. We're gonna let it cool down for a little bit before we open it up. And then we're gonna get testing it.
Are there any bones in it?
There's a couple.
Not in this one. You ready?
Ready?
Oh my gosh.
Is that good?
The trout. No, like this is probably the best fish that I think I've ever tasted in my life.
Does it tastes really garlicky, doesn't it?
Taste fish. Oh my gosh, that tastes amazing. And it just falls right off the
There's
bone.
a lot of little bones in there. So I'm out here editing this video right now, and I realized I did not film the outro to the video. So it's been a couple weeks, about a month since we cooked up that trout, and I think it's official. We like the trout, Maddie. Yeah?
Yeah.
We did? Okay. She's moved on to greater things. She's doing wax melts now. So go check out her Shopify webpage. It's none of your beeswax.
None of your beeswax. Candleco.com. Yeah, but there's like another one that'll pop up and that's not it. This one I'm still trying to work on. We'll put the link down below.
Sure, we'll start off with the link today, even though it's been a month since we last filmed this video. Anyways, we like the trout. Dogs love the trout as well. We put it in their dish and they loved it. So we're gonna be having that for our adventure this summer. Anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another episode like this, or better. Don't forget to recommend me any fishing spots around here in the Kansas City metro area. I'm going to be doing a little bit more fishing this year. Schedule's cleared up a little bit, so I'll be doing more of that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. And as always, don't stop venturing.